Hey, we live.
Of course we are. What it do, snackers and snackettes? It's your boy Gage. Jokes in the building as well as Sen. Say what up, gentlemen.
What up?
Before we get started and get too deep and even do the whole rigmarole and intro, I just want to say that I see that the comments is already fired.
Already popping?
I just listen. I just want you to know
that it's there.
There's so much more coming. Y'all have no idea. Now, for those of you who are unfamiliar, I generally keep the majority of the contents of the show a secret from my co-hosts because I like to get their most candid thoughts, ideas, and opinions.
Mm-hmm.
So they have no idea what's
no.
Oh boy.
Oh, but it's going down today.
All I know is I had an inkling when he was like, "Hey, look, you ready for the night?" I was like, "Okay." You know,
I thought the way he made it seem, I thought he talked to you already. I thought he talked to you already.
No, he kept it in the tuck, whatever it is.
That's all.
Oh boy.
Look, you are now tuned in to Lotus Next Weekly, where we get together once a week and we talk about things that are happening in pop culture. And today,
I'm scared. Today,
almost Halloween. We will have some Halloween type discussion, okay? We are going to discuss some things that are going on in comics, comic books, and so forth. We're going to do what we've been doing, which is we're going to talk a little bit about streaming services and so forth, because that took a turn last week. So we'll talk about that. And maybe, just maybe, I've been threatening a curveball for like 3 weeks. You know what I'm saying? For like 3 weeks. And there hasn't been one. But maybe, just maybe, today will be different.
oh boy.
So,
Okay.
let me just say, what's up, Alfonso? What's up, Jay Roberts? What's going on, Marcus? Ty, I see you. Listen. Jay Roberts, you leave Marcus alone. Okay?
Hey, I'm on Marcus' side today. Shout out to my man Marcus trying to get me a Green Ranger helmet from Jason David Frank out here.
Somebody need to get you a Green Ranger helmet. I told you paid Jason David Frank's joint last week. So
oh, you didn't see that? You have to see that picture. You have to see that picture. The Marcus put that the one I was telling you about where he has like the 20 of the Legends of the White Dragon helmets.
Yeah, because you pay for them. You financed my man's helmet. That he doesn't have plenty of financing money available. You know what I'm saying? But now we know where it came from.
Yep.
Good job, bro. So listen, here's the deal. I want to warn everybody, because we will be talking about Batman. I'm just putting it out there. And in discussing Batman today, there will undoubtedly be spoilers for the Three Jokers. So if you don't want to be spoiled for the Three Jokers, y'all can say so in the comments. I'll try to hold off until we get towards the end. But I have a feeling that regardless of whether you want to be spoiled or not, you don't want to miss this conversation. Before we start getting into that, this is what I want to start with. Even though Assassin's Creed is a video game thing and we can save it for the video game show, because Netflix and Assassin's Creed have decided to come together to do a thing or two or three, I want to talk about this just a little bit.
Okay.
First and foremost, I want to know how you gentlemen feel about Assassin's Creed and Netflix. Just give me your however you feel.
I feel okay with Netflix doing it. I do feel okay. But as I stated previously about some of these game adaptations, we've been, but I have faith in Netflix, so I'm interested to see. I have a little faith in Netflix. I mean, I haven't finished watching The Witcher. The Witcher was pretty good. Granted, The Witcher is based off a book originally, then the game, but I feel okay. I feel okay.
Hey, listen, I don't mean to interrupt you, but what's up, Tony? Yeah, you see the fresh lineup?
Yeah.
I was like, the way they got on me last time, like, all right, I know it's coming, so let's get it over. Let's get it over. Let's get it out of the way.
So fresh. So
clean.
Okay. Continue, jokes.
But I feel okay, but I need at least once I'm kind of in Sin's boat because I know like when he said last time I need to see like at least a trailer or something because the thoughts behind it sound good, but then it's like, so I'm just okay right now, just okay.
Can you do that noise again? Just one more time.
No,
What's it like?
no.
I want to hear it. I want to hear it. Do it again. It's like what?
And I can't even do it.
All right. All right. For those of y'all watching the show, somebody clip that for me. I need that. Somebody clip that for me. Send it for me.
Yeah.
We will use that. Trust me. I feel like we can utilize that noise during extra life when things don't go right.
Hey,
I just feel like
there you go. That'll work.
A solid get. Where you at, Sin?
I'm down for it. Like Netflix kind of has been with the original joints doing good. You know, Stranger Things, Witcher, you know, a bunch of other stuff. Yes, they got a bunch of junk in their pool too, but they build up enough faith and credibility with me to be like, okay, Assassin's Creed, I can get on board with this. You know, fingers are still crossed, but I can get on board with the idea of this. You know what I mean? So I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it. I got high hopes for it.
You know, look, high hopes aside, you know, I'm not. For real, did either of y'all see the Assassin's Creed movie?
In the theater, yes.
I didn't. I have it on Blu-ray, and I've yet to watch it yet because I heard bad things, and I was just like, ugh.
All right, so let's do this. Why don't you tell me how you have it under that cover? Why you have it?
Why do I have it? Because it was like one of them. It was like one of those Black Friday things. I got it for like $2.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was like Black Friday. You just start going through the movie list and say, "Oh, I don't have Assassin's Creed. $2. I'll grab that."
Finn, you saw it in the theater.
Mm-hmm.
What's your take?
Once was enough. Like I haven't gone back to it since. Don't even think about it. Not even in the forefront of my mind of anything. Like just, it was the little chase scene was cool. That was about it.
And that's upsetting because Michael Fassbender is a pretty good actor. And
yeah, but
how you know? What's your favorite thing he's been in?
What, X-Men?
Exactly.
Talking about him being a great actor or whatever, and you only seen him in one thing.
He did good in that though. He did good in that.
Target audience. I just had to buy it.
Yeah,
I just had to own it.
It was $2.
You didn't buy the movie because he was in it and he was good.
No, I bought it because it was $2.
You got it for $2.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So like, how's that even like? Here's where I'm at. What I like about the Assassin's Creed movie is not necessarily the movie itself, but that Ubisoft did at least try to use that film as a part of the overarching canon for what Assassin's Creed is, which is just this story about a person in current times being able to access their history via DNA in some manner and being able to basically go back to any time period. And I think the concept in and of itself is a really, really dope concept that could be explored further. It actually probably reminds me the most of the Avatar franchise, because really the Avatar could do all kinds of stories throughout all kinds of time frames because there are already so many Avatars. So while they gave us the Legend of Korra, which takes place after Aang's storyline, they very easily could have gone back and done any of the previous Avatars and done full stories about them, and you could have been just as, you know what I mean? Like, there's so much content there to explore. And so technically Assassin's Creed does have that. And the fact that this deal between Ubisoft and Netflix has them positioned to do live action or animated or anime is probably the most interesting. So I think the biggest thing is gonna be who ends up in the driver's seat. Who's writing, who's directing, You know what I mean? And how that works out, and whether or not they attempt um to tie it to games that already exist and or characters that already exist, or if they choose to explore brand new
Right.
territory that hasn't existed. Because again, assassins are from all over the world in all kinds of places, and the one thing we've been begging Ubisoft for is an Assassin's Creed that takes place in Japan that uses ninjas. And if you're gonna get with Netflix and you can do anime,
That would be perfect.
do that right.
It could be done. It could be done.
It could be done. Listen, Marcus. Nobody saw Prometheus either.
I saw it.
Like I said, you also saw Assassin's Creed, bruh. Like,
What? I watch movies
yeah.
sometimes.
All right, let me ask a real question. Did you pay for it?
Prometheus, no. Assassin's Creed, yes.
Okay. Well, 1 and 1. 50%. That's a failing grade, sir. A failing grade. Hey, look at that. You see these notes in here?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, he's hard at work.
My homie Rocky is in there.
Oh, he's been
like, I can't get the Twitch screen to come up.
Hey,
So,
I've been finagling and trying to do stuff, so I'm doing the quick change that he's talking about now, which hoping doesn't mess up anything, but it shouldn't.
You're hoping?
Well, we
Okay.
still alive, so it didn't mess up anything. So hey,
well, we'll take that.
Yeah, all day.
So look, I don't wanna dwell too hard on Assassin's Creed any further. I mean, and again, we got a new game coming out. We'll talk more about that kind of stuff when we do the game show later this week. Here's what I want to do before we get too crazy. Speaking of Netflix, let's transition directly into good old Quibi. Anybody know what Quibi is? Anybody remember that?
Oh,
10
thank
minutes.
goodness.
10 minutes. That's all. That's all.
They say thank goodness.
That thing was stupid.
Was it what?
I mean, you go on
You
YouTube.
get to watch them, or you get to watch videos on your phone when you're on the go. Dog, everybody has that app. I can do it all day long, regardless. I don't need your little 9-minute BS shows. Like, stop it. No matter how much star power you have, this thing is not going nowhere. It's not going to work. Get the fuck out of here.
Damn, you just wished horrible things on him from the beginning. It sounds like
It was just stupid.
I feel like you're wrong about that. I really feel like the issue with Quibi is pandemic related more than anything else. I just think, I mean, look, if you launch a product that is designed specifically to target people that are on the go and ain't nobody going no more,
very, very valid point there.
you know what I'm saying? Like, that's really more of what it comes down to than anything else. Because for real, it's already been shown that content is king, right? Having exclusive content is king. Now, how you choose to dice that content up or whatever, that's a whole other thing. But to get to what Quibi is shutting down, they only been around since like April, so it's been like 6 months. They're shutting down. Now, last month, we didn't talk about this, but last month, they managed to get, they were trying to try to find a buyer or do a merger with someone else, and they managed to actually pull in like $2 billion.
Hey,
like,
right quick, shout out to the man Rocky. That Twitch stream works now. That Twitch stream works now.
My man, shout out, cuz. Appreciate it.
Rocky now, Noah.
Appreciate it.
And you are the strongest link. You know what I'm saying?
Welcome.
Also, I understand you might have signed up to join us on the team for Extra Life in a couple weeks, so that is awesome. Thank you for that as well, because we gonna need that Twitch integration for that as well. We're gonna need that. Look, Mari's in there like, yeah, it's working. Good job. So what that really means is
Tech support.
And
Jokes never tweak something, so or maybe
now
Jokes
it's not
did break something, but it's working now, so that's all that matters.
So I did hear that they tried to shop the new James Bond movie
Yep.
to Netflix or Apple, which makes sense because it's Warner Brothers, and Warner Brothers got issues with their assets. Um, it's 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 tricky these days. Look, things that are happening right now. Again, content is king. So I don't know if y'all saw all the people that are pissed off because the Charlie Brown specials aren't airing on TV.
Yeah.
Here because Apple bought
Apple
licensing,
got
so you
it.
can only watch it on Apple TV.
Oh,
I mean, content is king. So the thing about Quibi is Quibi had all this IP, had all these shows that a lot of people were raving about, great shows, blah blah blah, whatever, right? And the bite-sized chunk portion of it technically makes sense the way they were trying to do it, but they did end up backtracking on that and allowing you to watch it on TVs and so forth instead of only having to watch it on mobile. Problem for them is that their initial download base was like 3.4 million people or something like that, and they got 1.4 paid subscriptions, and literally 90% of those paid subscriptions dropped off after the trial. That's but you at home. You're not going anywhere. You sitting in front of your TV on the computer. You know what happened.
You got all the time that you need.
So it's not. It just doesn't make a lot of sense. Now here's the thing that I find as interesting, because right now they are still trying to sell off. Can't really say their IPs. So again, content is king. And the tricky thing about Quibi, and I don't think most people realize, is that Quibi doesn't own any IPs.
Right.
All of the exclusive shows and so forth that were on Quibi are all licensed. So the actual producers, the creators of the content of the shows, so forth. So whether it was Drake or it was Kevin Hart or, you know what I mean, anybody else that actually had shows that were on there, that's their content. They own the content. What Quibi did was they licensed the content for 7 years. But that 7-year contract also has a clause that allows the owner of the IP to then repackage the show and sell it to somebody else after 2 years.
Damn.
So what they would have had to do was consistently keep this content, right, brewing. And then somehow, after that 2-year mark, assuming that this did well, right, they would have had to use the fact that now it's showing up on another platform or whatever as a way to kind of reinvigorate, hey, catch up on what happened on such and such or whatever, or watch these bite-sized pieces or whatever it is. It's a really, really strange concept that a lot of people seem to like and be behind, because the amount of money that they were able to put behind this thing was ridiculous. For what it was.
Actually, I'm curious if anybody in the chat has watched anything on Quibi.
I never even got
like any of their shows, like the stuff that was coming on Quibi. If anybody's ever watched any of it,
man, ask if anybody can name any of it.
The only one that I even know about is the joint with Kiefer Sutherland, just because the joint was literally a ripoff of 24. And
I know you're talking about Fugitive. I did watch the joint they had on there, the Deadliest Game. I watched that one.
Hey, listen. Hey, Sin, I want you to know there's some setups happening right now.
I
want
you know what? If it wasn't for the fact it was for the kids, I'd be real mean right now. So
that don't mean nothing. You still
relax.
You still reneged last year.
Relax.
Nah, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't relax at all. That man, it's gonna be damaged. We're gonna talk about that in a minute. But here's the thing. What do you think happens with this content? What do you think happens? Everybody is scrambling.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, something. Netflix, HBO Max. I mean, it could even go, Peacock. All these companies are trying to.
I think it'll be sprinkled around.
Yeah.
I think it'll just be sprinkled around. Yeah. Through all of them.
Spread out.
Yeah, depending on who gives who the best deal and they like their partnerships with people, they'll sprinkle those IPs around.
I mean, if you think about what happened with like Cobra Kai, you know what I mean? It started as just a YouTube original that was locked behind a paywall on YouTube. I mean, obviously it's working because it's still a thing. Google's one of those companies, man. When something's not working, they just
forget it. Move on. Just move on.
So the fact that the ability to actually pay for content on YouTube is still a thing. It means it's working in some way, but it going to Netflix gave whole new life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? To what that show was. So, it's really tricky. Hey, listen. My man Tony said, where that Scorpion video at? That's a question for Joe. Direct that joint directly at Joe.
Whoa,
Say, where is it?
Whoa, that joint has been edited and has been uploaded. Sir, you were messaged about that video.
But where is it?
Uploaded to the Snack Bite channel. Where else?
Is it on the channel?
It is on the Snack Bite channel. I'm positive. You about to have me go back. No, it ain't in the OneDrive. That joint, hold up. Nah, cause you got me second. I know I put that joint up there. Hold up. That joint is up there.
Y'all don't mind me while I eat this Halloween candy that's sitting in front of me that I probably shouldn't be eating, but
Hey, Vicious, you're lazy ass.
What do you got Vicious back there doing?
He was back there messing with a bug, and then the bug is sitting there, and he gone. That thing better be dead.
You doing the right thing.
If it's not, it's too late for you. You better hope the bug didn't win that battle. If the cat ain't somewhere else.
Hey, look, actually, the more I look at it, that thing ain't moving. I think he did his job.
If I was that bug, I'd play dead too.
Get up. Hey, you gonna turn around? He gonna be gone.
Yeah. So listen. So y'all expect that this stuff will just end up somewhere everywhere.
Yeah.
Quibi is obviously gone.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a wrap. And again, look, not necessarily a bad idea. I think more bad timing than anything else. I think under different circumstances, it may have done well. I don't think that it necessarily would have done well enough. Let's put it this way. I think it would have lasted longer than 6 months. I don't know if it would have lasted a year, but I think it would have lasted longer than 6 months. If it had been enough to keep people in the zeitgeist that, like, you're getting on the train or you're going to work and you get, that standing at the water cooler talk about the 9-minute episode or whatever you were able to watch and what was happening with it. So I think it's interesting. But, we'll have to see what happens. I think being able to repackage the shows and get them out to other people, I think it's just going to be a matter of, I mean, if you shut down, I have to imagine there's some sort of clause in there that you're not stuck for 2 years.
Stuck
but
with
I would imagine that most people will just wait out that 2-year period. 2 years ain't that long. You know what I mean? So you figure in 2022, there's all this content that used to be a Quibi thing that might just start popping up.
Right.
You know what I mean? That, it could be in any number of places. For all we know, have this other stuff, HBO Max might be gone. Doubt it, but it could be. Let's do this. You know what? I'm not even really going to call this a curveball. It's Halloween's this week. I have some questions. Why you smiling, Sin?
Because you got questions on Halloween week. Let's see how this goes. Come on, fire off.
We're going to keep it pretty simple.
Come on, fire off. Let's go.
Pretty simple. Here's what I want to know. This doesn't really pertain to you, Sin, but I'm going to ask you to answer anyway.
Okay.
As far as, like, Halloween and scary movies are concerned, what's better? Like, haunting films or slasher films? Slasher.
Yeah.
You feel the same way, Joe?
I feel the same way. When I have Halloween, like, I own pretty much all the Friday the 13th movies. Like, that's probably my number one go-to when it comes time for Halloween. But I definitely attribute to slash, like, between that, Scream, you could put in there in the category as well, too. What else? Of course, the Nightmare on Elm Streets. Like, I flock to those more when it comes time for Halloween. The only one I think that's an exception to that for whatever reason, I guess, is like Harry Potter, of course, ends up always being shown during Halloween, but I don't know if you necessarily consider that not slasher. Right. I'm just but definitely I flock more towards like the Friday the 13th movies than anything else.
I'm not even gonna, you know what? I'm not even gonna pick with you about that. I'm gonna let the chat do that. I don't know why you just brought out Harry Potter.
But, because they show them during Halloween. Like, that's a thing.
But we're talking about what they show during Halloween. We're talking about hauntings or
Shut up, Sin. Shut up, Sin.
Stop saying.
Shut up. Shut up.
Not even, just think sometimes.
Shut up.
Hey,
Remember, I'm the one controlling crap over here. I will just kick you off the show.
Go ahead, do it. You about to shut me off?
I'm with it. 100%. I'm with it. 100%. I would love to see where this goes. It's magic.
It's real. It's easy magic.
What does that mean, Mari? It ain't spooky. Listen. All right, so hold on. So wait a minute. So here's the thing. So slasher films,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like are inherently 70s, 80s, mid 90s. Like, what? Who's the hot new slasher of the last like 10 years?
No, that
Hot new slasher. I mean, they kept bringing back all the old slasher movies, so.
But I mean, but are any of them good? I mean, what I'm like, all they've really done is like do remakes.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? For the most part, like we revisited Halloween, Michael Myers, whatever. But like, I feel like the last like 20 years has certainly been more filled with stuff about hauntings, stuff like that, than slashers. Period. Am I mistaken?
Nah,
on
I
that?
think you on point with that.
No, I think you're right.
I mean, even like in the last couple of years, like has resurfaced in popularity. But again, that's a remake of older films. You know what I mean? It's not like they're not even sequels to those films. They're remakes of older films.
Okay.
So if you consider it a slasher, Happy Death Day could be
That'll be a new slasher.
American Psycho, a slasher film.
Yeah.
I think so.
I mean, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I just feel like there's not. I feel like slashers. Like when people ask, like, who are the scariest, like Halloween characters, you get the basics: the Freddy, the Jason, the Michael Myers. You can even throw in like Pinhead or something like that.
Yeah, the Scream guy might have been the last one, like the last big slasher to come out was the Scream guy, I think.
Right. Which is that's what, late 90s?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Give or take mid 90s when that hit. So outside of that, I don't know if the I mean, I guess the slasher genre obviously holds up to some extent, but I feel like now when you go back and watch them, they're not really scary anymore just because they're old. You know what I mean? Where do you put?
That's
where
my
do you
pick.
put films like Saw?
Oh, I didn't think about Saw.
Psychological horror thriller.
Oh.
Are they? I mean, I would say that those are kind of up there. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like those films have certainly been more powerful in the zeitgeist recently.
Yeah.
Than, like, I feel like now when you say Freddy, like, I don't even think that evokes fear. You know what I mean? I think now, like, in our circle, Freddy means sexy cosplay. A lot of times, it's not even trying to be.
No. Yeah. No, you're right.
I don't know if that counts anymore. Would you? Yeah, zombies have certainly taken over, and I don't think. I mean, I don't really consider those. I mean, they're not horror films, so to speak. I mean, they are in some cases, but the ones that have been coming out recently, when you think about stuff like World War Z is fire film. But it's just a new twist on what it is.
Yeah,
Certainly did a lot to repopularize the idea of zombies.
Yeah, I would say the zombie genre isn't necessarily. It's more thriller, and it's not necessarily like old school horror anymore. It's like zombies are the backdrop, and it's the people who become the scary ones, or whatever in the show.
And most of the times with the zombies, it's like they're not. It's not even like surprise killings and things like that. It's just like, hey, look, there's a group of zombies. We just need to avoid them. But if we do go near them, somebody's probably gonna die. Like, it's kind of more like that than anything else.
Right, it's more about how we as people would deal with it.
Oh gosh,
Human zombie
centipede.
Apocalypse.
Oh god.
You had that, Mark.
Like
oh god.
Whatever.
You had all that, Mark. That ain't on my TV ever. That ain't going on my TV ever.
Human centipede.
You don't know about human centipede?
Oh, you never heard of human centipede?
No.
Oh my god.
I don't act like that's a joint everybody's supposed to
Oh,
have.
No, not saying that.
Look, I know it just from like
The
scrolling
cover,
these
ain't seen like the
I see
cover.
the box. I'm like, yep, I know what that is. Like right
It's
there.
like Sharknado. Like it doesn't even. Is that scary?
Sharknado? Oh, that's
Nah,
a comedy.
Yeah, that's a straight comedy.
Comedy.
Human Centipede is also technically comedy. Wow.
Hey, look, he was trying to get that off.
Yeah,
the
Toro
whole
in a
time.
South Park episode. Stop it.
Oh man.
What is going on? Life Force, huh? I don't know nothing.
I don't know
about that. I don't know that
Life Force,
one.
I know it's a video game.
Yep, that's about it.
That's the R-Type thing. You never seen it, Mario? Oh, all right. Well, that's cool then. You had never seen. you had never seen. Never mind. Keep your head in
I'm
the
about to say what?
Listen,
That horror movie y'all watched?
that don't fire too. That's the best song.
That's no trash.
You enjoyed it.
I did not. I have video proof I did not enjoy that at all.
I don't know if you do. I don't know if you actually have video proof.
Oh, I do. Oh, I do. Oh, I do. I recorded myself
That's
watching
the
that
most
whole
scariest movie of all time.
Tragic. Oh my god, so terrifying.
Yeah, look. If you had to pick, like, out of who the scariest slasher is, who would you say it is?
You know what?
Man.
I'm gonna Pinhead.
Yeah?
I stay. You know what? I stay away from Slim. Just, I've not seen any of his joints. I've seen little Freddy's or little Jason. I ain't seen none of them.
I was gonna say,
like, nah, Slim. Like,
yeah. Like I was gonna say, you said a little bit, but like Freddy, I would say maybe it's one because you couldn't go to sleep. Like just imagine not being able to go after you watch the movie, and then it's just like, ooh, do I really want to go to sleep right now?
I remember being a kid and being like watching like the first or the second Nightmare on Elm Street, and then just being like, I live on Elm Street. I'm going to sleep. Slim week. He's telling me his only, and then they did Jason Takes Manhattan, and I was like,
yeah, that was when they did that switch. I was just like, wait, what?
You can't have a joint called Nightmare on Elm Street and then leave Elm Street. You know what I mean? Like, and I never went to Camp Crystal Lake. I'm good. I'm so good. Jason don't mean nothing to me. Ooh, Chucky's the scariest. Oh, that's because you got all them dolls, babies.
Hey, I used to freak my brother out with Chucky.
You had my buddy in the house, like I did.
Oh my god!
I would put him at the top of the steps. Like my brother would go downstairs and just leave him there, and he would come back upstairs and be freaked out because now he's sitting at the top of the steps.
The thing.
That's real. That's real. We've done that. But where does Blair Witch fall for y'all? Scary or not?
Oh man. Well, from when I saw it originally, because that came out when I was relatively young.
I never seen it.
It kind of, that was one of those. It was kind of like, I don't know if I want to watch this. Bruh, the thing is dope. Now, which thing? Because like I've seen the original thing, then there was the thing with Kurt Russell when they did the remake, and then the third remake. I've seen all three of them. So which one?
I mean, which one did you like?
Out of them, the Kurt Russell one was okay. There was that difference of like the OG, like when you see the OG with like the bad doing everything with it. It was just something about that was just unique, but it was like
Golden's scary now though. Like it's not
scary, right?
Don't hold up. Like,
right.
I was scared of the original Blob.
Oh man.
Oh god, that was classic. Ugh.
Yeah, it's just Jello. So, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
Had that Alphonse. Nope. Not mess with the Conjuring.
Hey, you ever seen this joint? Hey, listen. There's this old scary movie called The Stuff. Bruh. It was like some kind of pudding or something. People would eat it. That joint would bust out from inside. Woo, that joint's terrible.
No.
Scary as I don't know what. Oh, look it up.
Oh yeah, Mari. Yeah, there. Or who? Which one? Yeah, there is one with Kurt Russell in it. Yes, there is one. There's one with Kurt Russell. That was like the 82. I want to say is probably when that one came out.
What about the Leprechaun joints?
Oh, I ain't never watched them Leprechaun Jones.
The joint's not scary though. Wishmaster joint's not scary. Leprechaun's not scary.
Hey, I was right. My man Jay Robert was like remade by Carpenter in '82. Wow, I actually got that one right.
Carpenter stuff, man, is mostly always good. Mostly always good. Y'all ever watch like Evil Dead?
Never watched Evil Dead.
I've seen it before.
So the first one I saw was Evil Dead 2. Rented it from Blockbuster one night. Somebody else's idea, not my idea. So that joint was hilarious. Hilarious. It shouldn't have been funny, but there's this one scene. They're being chased and they going this like this old.
Why you sit up like that?
Because I'm thinking about a part that Joe that made all of us like die laughing. And
I'm pretty sure we can already have that discussion. They in this old house trying to protect themselves as the zombies are coming, and they find like this. It's a floorboard or like a thing in the floor, and a zombie starts coming up through the floor, and as the zombie's coming up through the floor, somebody stomps on that joint, squish the zombie's head, and the zombie's eyeballs fly out and go in somebody's mouth.
Oh!
That's not what I was thinking of.
Oh, that's funny.
Hilarious, bro. But you know, that's a classic though. That I think started out as one of those things that was supposed to be scary, and then just kind of stopped taking itself too seriously. You know what I mean? And then you get Ash and Ash versus the Evil Dead and all of that, and it kind of took on its own. You know.
I'm not watching the stuff. No.
Did you look it up?
I saw the box art.
That's on tough, bro. It's on the pure 80s. It's stupid. The stuff, man.
I'm sorry. The covers.
Yeah, I saw the box art. I was like, yeah, y'all can have that one too.
Hey, Robert, I'm man just popcorn right in the joint. You know what was up? That joint is hilarious, bro.
Oh God.
Terrible. Oh nah, the stuff you be alright watching that joint, man. You could get away with that. That sounds like a thing we should do.
No, it don't.
Yeah, it does.
No, it don't.
And I does. Go ahead, download it right away. Hey, listen. We're getting ready to change gears because this is the part that I warned y'all about at the beginning. We getting ready to get into some spoiler territory. We getting ready to start talking about Batman, and y'all know how it gets. When we get to talking about Batman,
Whole
Ellis
stream
probably
about
get ready
to shut
to
down.
in the comments.
No, Ellis about to come out of nowhere. Ellis probably just ghosting.
Hey, he gets alerts on his phone when you mention Batman.
I can't figure out how he does this, man.
You know he probably got them tools. He got them tools at his disposal. They just hear you say certain phrases and everything. So
he does. He just looks for mentions of Batman.
All right.
So look, I don't know if all of y'all are familiar. We've discussed a little bit of this previously when it comes to Batman, but there are, at least there were, 3 Jokers.
Mm-hmm.
You're aware of this?
Yes.
Are you making that face, Sam?
No, Robert Dean said I need to watch Meet the Feebles and Bad Taste. Stop. If it's horror, don't recommend it to me. That's not going to happen.
Keep recommending. Keep recommending.
It's not going down.
Yeah, it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just not really going to happen.
Nah.
Yeah, he got that Wayne tech. You are absolutely right. So here's the deal. We're going to talk about the 3 Jokers, which has been a 3-part series that has recently concluded. And we're going to talk a little bit about the greatest detective on the planet and how we feel about where this is going and some more things. So again, like if you're the people in the wall, hey, listen, the people under the stairs, that's the classic.
People on the walls, people under the stairs, like that.
The people under the stairs. Or for real, if you just want to be not too scary but creepy, arachnophobia. Jump on it. So the ending of the 3 Jokers. Man, oh man, where do I begin? All right, so here's the deal. Let's start by breaking down the fact that there are 3 Jokers. Now, you guys are familiar with how we found out there were 3 Jokers?
When
I vaguely remember.
It was when Batman became the God and he had the what was it, the Mobius chair, and I think that was when it first kind of began the whole entire thing.
Right. He asked what was the identity
of the Joker.
Again, You have godlike power options, and this is the thing you want to know: is who is the Joker. So the chair told him there's 3 Jokers. Blue is mine. You see his eyes get big. You know what I'm saying? You know them little white,
Yeah.
them little white joints that be in his mask. You don't turn into straight circles. That's what it's usually. You know what I mean? They usually a little more Ninja Turtle in a bandana shape. You don't turn in a straight circle. Can't be. Well, it is. So, yo, you did not throw a rubber spider in the crowd during arachnophobia. You not.
Hey, that's how you start a stampede.
What?
That's how you start a stampede.
So here's the deal. So the 3 Jokers are the clown, the criminal, and the comedian. Okay. The clown is the one, again, we've just gotten like new life breathed into the whole Jason Todd death in the family thing again. That's our we killed Jason Todd and created Red Hood. So we're not gonna get too deep into that. All we need to know is he got killed. And that basically Jason Todd and Batgirl killed him. Like they put the kibosh on Slim. So there's only 2 Jokers left. So as we wrap the end of the story up, there's only the 2 left. And he did. He went super hard in the series because as he should.
Yeah, he should.
That's what happened. Here's the thing. So the criminal and the comedian kidnapped Joe Chill. Now, are we familiar with Joe Chill?
I know the name. And
I'm not.
So Joe Chill is the character who throughout like Batman lore has been the person who's been accused of, or has been said as the person that killed Wayne's parents. And it's always been thought that he might be one of the Jokers. You know what I'm saying? Or that he was the Joker, possibly. Well, it turns out he's not.
Okay.
Based on this. The 2 remaining Jokers have kidnapped Joe Chill, though. They have taken him to the abandoned movie theater where Bruce Wayne's parents were killed outside.
How ironic.
They are intending to dip him in toxic chemicals to make him the ultimate Joker.
Okay.
Insert eye roll here.
How? Okay, I want to know how is that going to happen? Okay.
They just throw him into a vat of the acid, whatever you want to call it.
How is he coming to be the ultimate Joker? Just like
the reason. Okay, so here's the thing. So the reason why they say that he would be the ultimate Joker is because it would then actually give Batman, like they're basically attempting to make the Joker the ultimate enemy for Batman. I mean, I think a lot of us consider him that, but in actually taking Joe Chill, who is the person who killed his parents, in this storyline, he did kill his parents, whatever. By actually turning him into the Joker, it would make him ultimate, you know what I mean? Like,
the Joker actually did kill
your parents.
Right. Kind of thing, right? So Batman actually saves Joe Chill. And they actually do flashbacks where they show that, like, over the years, Joe Chill has written, like, multiple letters Bruce Wayne, like, apologizing for killing his parents, actually explaining that, like, he killed them because he was jealous of them. He didn't like how much money and power and prowess that they had, and somebody like him who didn't have anything or whatever. And over time, he began to realize, like, how much the Waynes had actually done for people like him and people who didn't have status and stuff like that. So he was very remorseful and tried writing, letters and stuff like that over time, whatever. And in the long and short of it, technically Batman ends up forgiving Joe Chill, like coming to grips with it, forgiving him. And after he saves Joe Chill, when they try to dip him in the vat, the comedian, who is the killing joke Joker, kills the other Joker.
Like, we didn't see something like that coming.
So now there's only one Joker left.
Okay.
All right. So here's the thing. The Joker from the Killing Joke is now the only Joker left. The other two are dead. The Hood killed one. The other Joker killed the other one.
Right.
Joe Chill is out of the picture. He's been forgiven. You know what I'm saying? Blase blah. We're good. And Batman captures the remaining Joker.
Okay.
Okay? Sends him back to Arkham. I mean, this is
endless
what it
battle.
Is. Sends him back to Arkham. However, Batman, in having a conversation with Alfred, tells Alfred that he knows the identity of that Joker. Hold on.
Alfred is the master detective.
And that he's always known. It only took him a week to figure it out. Hold on. So the story goes like this. That Joker was a comedian, caught up on his luck, blase blah, had a wife. Wife was getting ready to have a baby. He was sort of abusive, whatever. She talked to the Gotham City Police Department and they basically faked her death. So he became the Joker. Basically, he believed that she died in an accident.
Okay.
The Gotham City Police Department faked her death and moved her and the baby to Alaska.
Witness protection. Okay.
They out having life. Told him she died in this accident where a baby bottle exploded or something.
Typical Gotham standard. Got it.
Sure. And Batman figured it out back when. Which already is an issue for me, because if you already knew that, why did you ask Mobius there who's the real Joker? Who is the Joker? What am him name? So he says he's known, he's always known. And the reason why he hasn't divulged the identity to anybody, including his closest compatriots. Oh, also, apparently, Commissioner Gordon knows that his daughter is Batgirl. Apparently he's going off to go help Red Hood, and he says something about not helping Red Hood, and she calls him Dad as she drives away. So apparently this is like,
okay.
All right, Dad, you got it. Stop it, Eric. So y'all already know this is bothering me. Oh, it's bothering me because the world's greatest detective has always known who the Joker is. Didn't know that there were 3 Jokers, but he always knew
who the Joker was.
Who that one Joker was.
What are we doing? What are you talking about? So now the question is, so these books were released under DC's Black Label.
Right.
Usually, they save for like one-off stories that don't technically fall in canon. But what's happening right now with Joker War makes it seem like this might be canon. So the first thing I'm going to ask y'all is, do you think this ends up being the actual canon for Batman going forward?
I don't see why not. Like, they're trying to do another kind of reset or whatever it is, so...
Jeff Johns wrote this. The Batman guy wrote this. Like,
okay.
And yes, Alfred is the real Batman.
He really is.
No, I don't think it'll be canon. Just because from the way you just explained it, like going forward, there's nothing there. I mean,
I'm really upset about what you just explained.
2 are dead, and one is he knows who it was the whole time. Like, I'm trying to think of what would happen next going forward to elevate Batman and all that. Like, I don't see nothing there.
Yeah, but just hearing that actually kind of upset me, because I was really expecting some, miraculous reveal, and it was going to be, I don't know, Bruce clone, something.
They never divulged the name of who this Joker is. So as readers, we still don't know who it is. And they never divulged the names or identities of the other 2 Jokers. So you have no idea who they are either. But clearly, there is apparently a way to just make Jokers.
They're not from different parallel universes or anything. They're just
No,
three
dog.
Jokers all in the same universe that exists.
And Batman just dumb. Just dumb as a brick, bruh.
I can't stand this now. Like, I was really expecting something like major to come out of this, but now I think I'm happy that I did not buy these, because if I'd have got to the end point and still wouldn't have known, I probably would have ripped up the issue on facts.
I'm just at this place where it's like, the way they ended this, they tried to end it by reaffirming that Batman is the world's greatest detective by basically just being like, oh yeah, I've known the whole time. It only took me a week to figure it out. I'm still the Sherlock Holmes in this joint. But I can't tell anybody, or didn't tell anybody that I knew.
I was thinking that too.
Basically what they said is that the reason why he kept it a secret is because by revealing who it is, it would put the wife and son in harm's way. So for me, the fact that there's a wife and a son that have existed for years, there is the possibility that somehow they become involved in the future if this becomes canon.
Well, yeah, obviously, yeah.
Where I'm at. Now, I don't know who Harley was sleeping with. Maybe she was rocking with all three of them. Maybe she didn't know. I don't know.
Maybe she did know, knowing Harley.
Sometimes he loves me, sometimes he doesn't.
There's a reason why.
You would think she'd be able to figure it out.
Yeah, I would say if they be more. I don't know how far they delved into it. It seems to be more interesting if they delve into that aspect of the three Jokers. Like, these three have been around at the same time all this time, like, and nobody kind of figured it out. Maybe delving into that portion of it could have been meatier.
Maybe how they all became Jokers, how they all turned into Jokers, how any of it really actually makes sense.
Yeah, that's what they needed to be. That's what they needed to be telling.
I was really waiting, honestly, for this story to kind of do like what Jokes is saying. Like, I was really waiting for it to kind of put a cap on it, and I feel like it's
still open. Yeah, it's still open.
Yeah.
Then whatever, and I feel like
Prestige.
Batman as a character is still
the world's greatest detective.
Anywhere near as dope as they. You know what I mean? But like putting that cap on the end and saying, "Oh well, I've always known. I'm that dope.
Yeah,
I've always known."
I'd have threw the comic. I'd have threw it.
No, that goes back into writing and powers, like we said, for characters. Like just at the end. Oh, I know who it was the whole time. No, you haven't.
Right.
That's been the whole point of all these years.
Or if you were going to do that, someone should have came out and just kicked Batman's ass at that point. Well, you get what I'm saying.
Like, you know what? All right, you say you knew this the whole time, Batman. Screw that. We got to run the clock back. Break it down. Show us at every point in time. Yada yada yada. Show it. Don't just say it and then end it. No. Talk to us.
Why would you ask that question when you have godlike powers? If you've known, it only took you a week to figure it out.
You wouldn't have asked. You had the Mobius chair. You wouldn't have asked.
I'm just saying, like, it don't make any sense. And that also tells me that you thought that one dude was also the only Joker then. But if you thought he was the only Joker and you already knew who he was,
this thing is all over. This is all over.
Yeah.
Seems like this just made things much worse as far as figuring this out and doing I was really amped. I was really amped.
You gotta let Jared Leto have his piece because people seem to like him for some reason.
Hey, look, I just want I wanted him to give Jared. All we saw was his little small thing in Suicide Squad, which was not impressive at all. But it's I would have liked to see what stuff they would have cut from him, and at least taking a picture. I mean,
they cut a lot. I would like to see it.
I would like to see it. I don't want everyone's going to try to compare him to everybody else, but it's the dude was in the movie for all of 5 minutes. You really can't go off of anything. So, I'm eager to see where that goes. But as far as
when you take on the mantle of being the Joker, you open yourself to being compared. That's
absolutely, absolutely.
Affleck didn't have his own movie. He still has to be compared to the rest of them. All the rest of them got their own full movies.
Yeah, I was saying, but Affleck was at least in a full-on movie compared to.
He was in a few of them.
Few of them, yeah. I mean, not necessarily his own movie, but he was in the movie longer than 5 minutes.
I mean, the the name Batman was in the title.
It was.
True.
It wasn't. I mean, it was supposed to be his movie, but
Things went south. Yeah. Yeah. That upsets me.
bro.
Yeah, that upsets me. I'm kind of happy I didn't buy the 3 Jokers now, because I was real. And when they unveiled that whole thing and showed the 3 there was 3 Jokers in the world, I was just like, yo, this right here is about to be some fire to figure this out. But now I'm like,
Could have been.
now I'm just like, y'all could just
Nah,
not
yeah,
have done
I
that.
agree. There was a lot of potential there, but nah, I'm not liking
He
the way
got their
that.
own movie, Ty. Stop playing with me. He ain't got no movie. He was in.
Yeah, Jared's coming back. He's gonna be
Oh, I know
in
that.
The Snyder
the
Cut.
Snyder Cut. Don't know to
Yeah.
what extent, but he's gonna be in the Snyder Cut.
Not gonna matter. Not. I mean, that's not. I mean, again, it's not like it's his movie, or it's not like it's a Batman movie with him as the main villain.
Right.
You
We don't know
understand?
what they're gonna do. He may just still be just like he was in Suicide Squad. It may just be more references from the come in and I don't know, just like, yo, we need to get out the city. There's a big fight or whatnot, or we're gonna take advantage of it. We don't know what it's gonna be. So
I mean, even in the animated, even in Assault on Arkham, I mean, Batman's barely in it, so is the Joker. The two of them, it ends up being about them.
them,
At the end of that,
right?
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like, so you can't really erase the significance of the Joker and the role that he plays
Absolutely.
for Batman and who Batman is. I mean, he is essentially his ultimate antagonist.
mm-hmm.
Technically, I think it should be the Riddler, but it's the Joker. I think these people just kind of felt something for the Joker. I mean, I would actually say that it's probably because of the 66 Batman series and Caesar being Joker in that really kind of did more to cement Batman and Joker as a thing in pop culture beyond comic book. That's what people know. You know what I mean? They know Batman and Joker, I think, because of that more than anything else. Because his rogues gallery is. And again, when you have somebody who's supposed to be the smartest guy and he's the greatest detective, technically, yeah, the Riddler should be your greatest foe.
Mm-hmm.
This is the guy who's just trying to one up you and trick you, and you're not as smart as me, kind of thing. I would say that the Penguin was a stronger villain in the second Batman film. Danny DeVito, boy. Danny DeVito's a god. Yeah, I don't know. Mark Hamill is actually the Joker.
Oh, he is.
Like,
Facts.
He owned.
Facts.
he's the one, bro. Though, I can't think of his name right now. What's his name that plays Bender? This Joker is actually fire, too.
Damn it.
I can't think of it just because I'm trying to, but no, they will not do a human centipede.
God,
It's like, what are you doing?
Wait, what is going on here?
yeah.
That's one of those crossover movies that just does not need to happen for whatever reason. That
Not at all.
no.
Not at all.
So
Here's what I
disturbing.
will say is more exciting than any of this. Did y'all see that Marvel is releasing a collection of Chris Claremont's X-Men stories? Like his early 90s, and
No.
he is penning a prequel to Days of Future Past.
Whoa.
Bruh, it's like $100 collection. It's dope looking. I posted it to the page. I'll tell you in it. But
Nice.
that joint, that I have a lot of faith in.
I'll drop 100 beans on that.
This I was
course you
the
will.
target audience.
Of course.
Hey, boy, I figured out some first tattoo. There's a kid. You know what? I can't just have a tattoo. Woo! Chris Stratus joint. Hey, look, I do think that now, if they do some multiverse and just throw all the Batmans and just be like, well, yeah, well, there's always been multiple Batmans too.
Hey.
Alfred's always known.
Hey, but you know what? There's only one Alfred. And my man has just been going between the universes.
Yeah. I mean,
They all expecting multiple Alfreds to come out. Nah, Master Bruce, I've been the same Alfred in every single universe.
try to get this,
That'll be the one that I can accept that one. Now that I will accept.
if I can find this Claremont joint right quick. Now that
See now I'm not even amped if they were to try to do a live action Three Jokers, because I mean we definitely had Three Jokers that they could have potentially used, but it's like
terrible idea.
But just from originally having this story, it was something I was like, this would probably make a dope live action. But after hearing this, it's like, leave it alone.
See if I can find it.
X-Men
The
versus
Marvel-made Paragon collection celebrates legendary X-Men writer Chris Claremont. I'll send it to you, Jay Roberts. I mean, it's on everything. It looks dope, man. It's like this hardback book. John actually looks like it's gonna be pretty sweet. We believe it's $100 plus you get the. Unveiled in the Marvel-made Paragon collection, newest Marvel-made prestige product, limited time exclusive to the Marvel-made platform. Maybe the price.
Oh, I had to look that up. John DiMaggio.
My guy.
Okay.
Only 1,200 produced. It's
God.
More RVT.
Yeah, they're gonna go quick.
They're gonna go super quick.
That's
beautifully reproduced and presented in archival quality, oversized slipcase. Marvel-made Paragon collection. Chris Claremont premiere bundle includes a gorgeous faux leather hand-numbered hardcover that collects mutant epics, including the Dark Phoenix saga, Days of Future Past, all new lithographs from renowned artists such as Phil Noto, Salvador LaRocca, and an exclusive variant comic book cover of Wolverine 2020 number 6. And to make the hardcover one of the most rare and sought after collectible for all X-Men fans, each copy will be signed by Claremont.
Jeez.
Includes 4 iconic quotes. Let me see. Okay, I was on. It's $199.
$2.
For $199 for 200. Here is what is included. It says high-end matte slipcase, 11.2 by 13 by 5.8. Signed with one of 4 iconic X-Men quotes handwritten by Claremont. A behind-the-scenes forward by comic icon Louise Simonson. Uncanny X-Men number 94. His inaugural chapter of the X-Men. Uncanny X-Men number 129 through 137, which is Dark Phoenix saga. 141 through 142, which is Days of Future Past. Wolverine 1982 1 through 4. Claremont's series that was illustrated by Frank Miller. Uncanny X-Men 268, which is Captain America and Black Widow, are in that one. X-Men 91, Rose Beck's comic of all time, illustrated by Jim Lee, that's where I fell in love.
Trying to play that off, Sam.
Hey, they the ones shooting shots at you, not me.
That's getting stuff out here. Oh boy.
Pause. No. The Scorpion snack bite. Let's go to this right quick. Let's go to this right quick.
No, I gotta redeem myself.
No. The Joan was uploaded. I never said it was live because somebody normally will create the thumbnail to put on there, then make it go live. But that Joan's been up on our page, in the backside of our page for a good while now, because you good folks came at me beforehand asking for it, so it's like, I got you. Let me do this right quick. So.
Stuff getting ready to happen. We just had Kit Kats filled with alcohol.
Hey!
No.
That's fire.
It's a little out of control. All right, listen. It's about time to wrap up. Listen. Extra Life is coming in just under 2 weeks, November 7th. 24 hours straight gaming. We have a pretty solid list of games together, but still being slightly adjusted because there's some new things kind of coming into the fold that might have to take a little bit of precedence. And you may see us pop up online a couple times, doing a couple of dry runs, just trying to get some practice stuff in. Because again, This is the first time we're really trying to do this from 3 or 4 separate places at once. Normally, we all get together here at the studio and we all, sit together and just kind of broadcast from here. So it's going to be a little bit different. And so you may see us pop up a couple times doing some dry runs and so forth, trying to get that together. It is never too early or too late to make donations for Extra Life. It's live. A couple people have joined the team. So we're looking for anybody who wants to join. Even if you don't have to game for 24 hours. You just want to jump in for a couple of hours or something like that. Pull in some donations. You can play for, a hospital, a children's hospital that is close to you.
Yep.
If you would prefer to do that, you can certainly do that. So again, we're going to be doing some gaming for a good cause, and we'll talk a little bit more about it on Thursday's show when we do cutscene.
Make sure to get them donations in, Mario, if you want that to happen. That's the only way it's going down.
What's the threshold? What do we have to hit?
That's something that that's something as a team that we have to come do and come together and see what's a good.
Well, right now. Let's do it right now. What do you think, Joe? What do we need to hit in order for Sin to play Phasmophobia by itself? What's the threshold?
What, we gonna hit 500?
Nope, higher than that.
Look at how you trying to weasel your way out of this. That's a solid number. That's a solid number there.
Because here's the thing. Because we gotta hit it early enough for us to be able to do it.
Yeah. I think 500 is a good. I think that's a good number.
I feel like as a team, the decision has been made. I think if as a team we do 500, Sin has to play Phasmophobia by itself. For those of you who don't know what Phasmophobia is, it's spelled like it sounds.
Shut up, Mark.
And I highly suggest that you all. Mark said 250. Hey, listen.
Cool. I'll go pull the credit card out.
Mark might just throw 250 in there.
That's what I'm like. Don't do it on that.
She got her budget set. She's like, I got the budget. I'm ready to go.
Say what? I'm gonna make his ass play that game.
Hey, listen. Why know she been scared playing? It's a real thing. Yeah, I don't know. Look, we might, we talking about trying to play some Among Us. We're looking at now with the possibility of jumping over to the PlayStation and playing some Ghost of Tsushima Legends. Raid drops this week. We're trying to get Raid ready. It's tough. We at like level 40 and we need to be 100.
And look, we jumped in that silver last night. That wasn't a joke.
You know what I mean? So we're looking for 2 others to jump in with us. I think Kay, who's usually in the comments, may jump in and run with us.
Tony called you
We
out.
don't need one more. Because you have to have 4 in order to run the raid. So we'll
I might have a 4th. We'll see.
Oh yeah, that Pocky one chip. I don't think we're doing no Pocky talent. However, give me a moment. Give me a moment.
Hey, for real, Josh, I probably couldn't do it this year, even if I wanted to.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Still can make fun of you though.
Go ahead.
On some Extra Life, we got the fresh Ghost Pepper Chex Mix. I got a feeling that's going down. We'll talk thresholds later, but I'm pretty sure that's going to be a thing. See how that goes. I wonder if we can finish the bag.
Hey, I'm willing to take that. Hey, I tried to do the one chip and play Gears. That didn't work out so well. I think I can try it with the Chex Mix.
Hey, listen, this is not like the small bag.
I know. Mix. That's the right, that medium.
This is the full, yeah.
Have all that. You don't need to be messing with that during Extra Life. Make you go to the bathroom.
It says danger on the bottom.
right. You really want to mess with something with Extra Life? They got danger on it.
Hey, I've done the Pocky Chip twice, so it's like I don't know if that's going to be as bad as the Pocky Chip.
Doubt it.
But if you're gonna try to do the whole bag, like a Pocky Chip, is eat the chip and be done with it. That's a bag. That's like
the Pocky Chip lingers.
You know what I mean?
Pocky Chip lingers. It lingers.
Well, I believe it. You haven't listened. Anybody that hasn't watched Shaquille O'Neal do the Pocky One Chip Challenge, bro,
my man was sitting on stage, had a bottle of water.
I want to say him and that other brother. I can't remember who it was. Like he's sitting there counter. Yes.
Like American Gladiators or
whatever. Oh.
My man sipped there and was like, "Oh, this hot."
Africa, I eat hot stuff all the time. It doesn't matter. Hey, Slim. He started drinking water. That just makes it worse.
Oh,
Listen,
I
no
just
milk in the house. Be lactose intolerant. You want to talk about suffering?
I was like, I'm like,
Use the sweat
you gotta be prepared.
on your heads.
Oh
The
man,
kids in the back. My man like call 911. Hey, bro. Hey, listen.
oh, I feel
Hey,
that pain from last
you
year.
know what makes Jack funny is because he talks so much trash before. I bet you eat a dip. I won't even make a face.
And failed.
Yeah.
The Death Nut Challenge.
No,
I did want to do. I did want to do that. I never picked them up though. The
Do
Death
what?
Nut Challenge.
Hey, bro, I know you did, and you tried, but you couldn't. They were out of them or whatever.
Yeah, they were. It was just like the Pocky chip, and it was like I missed that. I missed that order window. If it pops back up, I'll probably try to grab them.
You got a very limited amount of time to try to do that between now and then. But we'll see what's happening. K said his key is 80. What's up, bro? Hey, look, we just hitting to where we can start running silvers. We started running silvers last night. We'll be on tonight. What's up?
There's a pickling habanero in my fridge. I keep forgetting to eat. I can donate that courtesy of Kurt.
We're gonna be running survivors with K. I'm in there. You want the checks, miss? I'll bring it to you. You can have it. Matter of fact, Mari, why don't you join our team for Extra Life?
Hey, sounds like a plan.
And if you know what I'm saying, and if you get 250 in donations, you can text me. I'm just saying.
Now, give it the other Pocky chip.
Oh, I don't even have. I do actually. I have one in the house. I still have one, but I'm pretty sure that joint's stale.
Do this again. Hold on.
Oh, I may have even left one.
I might have found a replacement for the Death Nut joint, jokes.
I know I keeps the end.
Oh, the end. I remember that.
I was just thinking about that.
I will never forget when you had us do that, and I got some on my finger, and I wiped my eye. I wiped my eye. And normally I'm really good about not doing that, but I don't know what it was. It was because the end had like that rubber top that was on there, if I remember right, and we had to struggle to open it.
Wax, bro. Like
wax,
they pour
rubber.
Wax on it.
Yeah.
It's wax on the top. Yeah, this is from a place called Pepper Palace. They have one at the National Harbor. This little bottle was like $30. I don't recommend this. What you just sent me? Oh yeah. Oh, hey, listen.
Oh, the
one chip thing is we're familiar.
Oh, we have to send you the video. Oh, trust. There's two of them.
Oh boy. Yeah, that second one, the black chip, that's the one that messed you up last year.
Oh my goodness, that one. So you guys if you guys watched the stream last year, and I tried to eat that one and then play Gears of War, after the whole thing was over, like, I actually had to not play video games for like maybe like a solid, almost an hour probably. I was just laid out on the couch, like, pondering if I was gonna die over engages.
Normally, Jokes doesn't make it the entire. We usually do 25 hours because it's usually daylight savings. Which, by the way, just as a reminder, daylight savings is on Halloween, so y'all remember to change your clocks this Saturday. But normally, Extra Life falls on daylight savings, and it gives us an extra hour. And we usually just game for 25 instead of gaming for 24. She doesn't fall there. She's doing 24. Jokes doesn't usually make it. Usually, he passes out somewhere,
somehow, some shape or form
during the stream for a couple of hours or something somewhere. And last year, technically, he did survive to the end, though he did have to take a 1 chip break.
Yeah, take a siesta. That they put him down.
Yeah, I don't know what it was about. As soon as we saw the chip was black, I was like, "Oh, this one's not gonna be good at all."
If you search Loading Snacks 1 Chip Challenge, you'll probably find the first one, because I don't think we did a separate breakout for the one you did when you did. I did
upload it. I did upload it separately, and it was under like Gears of War Pocky Challenge. It was something I don't remember. But yeah, the other one, if you just type in Loading Snacks 1 Chip Challenge, that joint will pop up.
The Devil's Toe Challenge is up there.
Yep.
The 1 Chip Challenge is up there. I mean, honestly, Jokes usually does pretty well with anything.
Yeah, hey, that's what it's called, Jokes. It's Extra Life Gears 5 1 Chip Challenge. That's what it's labeled.
Okay, yeah. That was a long title. I don't know what.
Yeah, it is.
But it's there. It's 11 minutes long.
Always
Enjoy that.
there.
Enjoy that, people.
Always there. All right, so listen, and you know what to do. Let's read off the patrons, please, so we can wrap this up.
All right, shout out to our top tier patrons, which is Anthony Cunningham, Susan Dortch, and Tyrone Carson. Thank you all very, very much. We truly, truly appreciate it.
No doubt. We picked up a couple new patrons, including Kay. So I do greatly appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Look at here. Again, Extra Life is coming. We got cutscenes on Thursday. Same Loading Snacks time, same Loading Snacks channel, because that man's free. So we're gonna take that from him because we can. Expect a decent show. We're gonna be kind of rounding up and talking about what's going on. Consoles are getting ready to drop. So we'll be talking about that a little bit. We may even talk about where we are right now before the big games drop at the end of the year for Game of the Year kind of stuff at the moment.
Damn, we are at that point.
Look for that.
Getting close.
Yeah, it's about that time. So yeah, we greatly appreciate everybody tuning in. Y'all know what to do. Follow us across all social medias. We're still on that push to 10,000 on Instagram. So tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend again.
Please.
We're out. Toodles and loops. What it do, snackers and snackettes? Did you like what you just saw? Would you like to help us grow? Here's what you can do. Shoot over to patreon.com/loading snacks. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe on your favorite platform of choice. Appreciate you.